wish I had a better board. Whoa. Hi, my name is Isabella, and I recently ordered a complete skateboard. And it just came. Start with the grip tape. Shorter than I thought. Watch me struggle on thing. Got it. This is the board, right? This one is a 7.3. Can't open this. These are the trucks. And the other one. And here are the wheels. Bearings. Whoa. And here's my complete skateboard. Can't wait to ride it.
Hey everybody, I'm Isabella's dad and I'm going to help put this complete skateboard together. Now if you look down here, we have all the parts that we need. We have the trucks, we have the grip tape, we have the hardware, the bearings, and the wheels. And the first thing we're going to do is put the grip tape on. Alright, got a nice blank deck here. And we're going to put the grip tape on. First we're going to determine which one is the nose and which one is the tail. Alright, so the easy way to find the tail is to find the one that's got the flatter incline and the skinnier point. And so from looking at it like this, is going to be the tail. This is going to be the nose because the nose is steeper. Okay, that's right. Now also on this deck from blankdecks.com, they put the size right here on the board so you know this is a 7.75. Okay, just unroll your grip tape. Since Isabella wants the whole board covered, that's what we're going to do. There's a lot of tricks to putting on grip tape. The main thing you want to do is avoid air bubbles. And even if you do get an air bubble, there's ways to fix that. I know some grip tape companies come, their holes all the way through it, they're perforated, so that limits the air bubbles, but we're going to try to do it. Oh, not long enough. Just want to make sure you cover both ends. Make sure you're straight. And what I do is I just start from the middle and move out. Try to get those air bubbles out. There's nothing hard about it. You just have to, just be a little bit careful with it. Just kind of mash it flat as much as possible. And then the fun part is you take this waxy part, put it down, and you can rub it hard and not grind your hand away on the grip tape. Alright, so now we got this part. Next step is to take a screwdriver or any metal, something hard. We can go around the whole edge like this. You need a longer screwdriver. You can use a skate tool. I know a lot of people do. Mine's got covered with plastic. I really don't want to grind it away, so I'm going to keep that looking nicer. I'll be right back. Right, I'm going to use this drill bit I found. Alright, you might ask, why would someone do that? Well, it gives you a nice outline to cut your grip tape off the edge of the board. And it also kind of helps seal it down around the edge. So you take your knife, and what you want to do is go underneath. And just keep a good angle on it. You just want to follow that crease. By the way, I'm not a professional at this, so we'll just do the best we can. You don't want to cut towards you like I'm doing right now. You know, it's a big no-no. Then once you get down to the other end, just flip it around and repeat. Now I'm just going to clean up a little bit of the edges. Not that it's a big deal, just makes it look a little bit cleaner and nicer. You don't want to slice into the board, so you just have to keep that angle just right. Alright, all done, right? Nope, we're not done yet. Take a little bit of the grip tape that you cut off. And jump right with it. Just kidding. Cut off a slice of that. Don't slice in your hand. This is going to act as sandpaper. So I like that sticky. You're going to sand all around the edge. What that does is that it keeps the grip tape from peeling up prematurely. Alright, now we have a deck that's been grip taped. Alright, for the next part, you're going to make sure you have your skate key, and we'll put the trucks on first. Take your hardware, and instead of like shoving this through here and causing your grip tape to raise up, you just want to mark where it is and poke a hole. Okay, that way you can easily put it through the other end. Okay, like so. See, right now the other way is to just poke around until you find the hole. Since I have this drill bit that has a pokey in, it makes it a little bit easier. Alright, 4 bolts in. Alright, so if I were you, I'd just go ahead when you're doing this, just right on your truck somewhere front and back, or nose and tail. Okay, put tail on there. Alright, that's just to help us remember so we don't forget where they're going. Alright, now this is very important. When you're installing your trucks onto a deck, this is the kingpin with the bushings. This has to go towards the inside. If you put this backwards and you try to turn, you're going to go the opposite way and you won't be able to ride it. So this is very important that the kingpin goes to the inside. Okay, so that's what we're going to do on this one. Line up these bolts. And we'll get each of these nuts started, and then we will tighten them as we go. Not as easy as it looks. You just want to get them started on there for now, and then we'll tighten everything up at the same time. Or you can just tighten them now. You know, just do whatever you want to do, as long as you do it safely, right? Alright, we'll move to the next one, which will be the rear trucks. Find the holes. You know what? I'm going to use the bolt trick. Just kind of speed this up a little bit. Now, if you're at home and you ordered a complete board like this and it comes unassembled like this one, and you're like, I just do not feel comfortable putting this together myself, just go to a skate shop. These guys are, they do it every day and they can have it done in no time. You might have to pay them a little bit to get it done, but they're very nice about doing it. Or find a skater friend that has done it and let them do it. My friend who I started skating with way back in high school, Ben Joyner, he taught me how to do this and showed me. And since then, I've also watched some videos on YouTube that, just see how other people do it. And really, it's not rocket science. You just get it done. So now at this point, since this is Phillips screw heads, I'm going to take this from my skate key, put it, and just hold it on there, and take my skate tool and just tighten. And get it kind of snug, but not all the way tightened before I do the other ones. And then go back and tighten all of them together. All right, I'm back. I got all the bolts tightened on for the trucks, and I took a coffee break. That's right, I am the world's best boss. Ah, that's good. All right, next step, we're going to put on the bearings and the wheels. We have our wheels here. All right, here's the bearings that we got. These are ABEC 5s, so not the worst, not the best. But they're gonna do just fine because Isabella's a beginner skateboarder. And she's just now learning how to ride. So these are gonna be perfect for her. Now what brand are these? I have no idea. These came from blankdecks.com and I don't see a brand on them. All right, so put one side on. You have a nut for your truck, and you also have these little, what they call speed rings. They're just washers, and you take a bearing, one bearing, and it's probably easiest just to slide it on there. Take your wheel and then force it down over it until it stops. Okay? Then you're going to do the same thing by pressing the bearing inside, sticking it through that way till it stops. Then you make sure your speed ring is on the inside, your wheel, speed ring, your nut. Okay, we'll tighten the nuts in a little bit. We'll move on to the next wheel. Take that nut off. Take the speed rings off. I mean, it's probably okay to leave this one on. You know what? We're going to do that. Put the bearing down. Find the wheel. Push it down over it. Grab another bearing. Push it down. Put the wheel back over it. Push it down till it stops. Sometimes you have to use a little bit of force, but usually pressing it on the trucks is going to be great. Put your speed ring on and your nut. Isabella chose black wheels. There's a choice of colors. I think I've always had white, except for the very first board I ever had as a teenager. I got from a friend. It came with green wheels. Alright, same drill. Take the nut off. Take a speed ring off. Or both. Press. Repeat. Okay. Speed ring, nut. And we're down to the last one. Take the nut off, take a speed ring off, bearing on, press it on there, rinse and repeat. Okay, some of these are just a little bit tough to get on. Sometimes you gotta use some elbow grease. All right, speed ring and nut. All right, this one you're gonna get your skate key and tighten your wheels down. Now, some people tighten them all the way, so there's no gap at all. I like to have ever so slightly, a little bit of wiggle room. Right, you don't want this. That's way too loose. In fact, that nut's about to fall off. You don't want that as you're riding. So find the size on your key. Just gonna tighten the nuts. See, there's no wiggle room there. So I'm gonna back that off just slightly so I can find a little bit of wiggle. See, I can hear it. A little bit of wiggle room, okay? Get it just right. Don't want it too loose, just a little bit. And then you do the rest the same way. See, if you have them too tight, they won't spin. It just stops. If you loosen it a little bit, it rolls a lot better. You want it to have room to turn. See, too tight. Back it off a little bit and it rolls better. One more wheel. All right. I'm just gonna make sure each of these wheels spin. Looks like I need to loosen one slightly. Okay. All right, so in assembling Isabella's skateboard today, I marked front and rear for the trucks. And so since I did that, I know which one is the nose, which one is the tail. So I'm gonna color her hardware here so she can always know which way is the nose. Now again, why is that important? Because the more you ride it, these bushings are gonna break in a certain way based on the weight of your front foot and the weight of your back foot as you ride. So it's just good to keep it going in the same direction as much as possible. Alright, so the last thing I'm going to do for Isabella is mark her hardware so she'll know which one is the nose and always be pointing in the right direction. Now, I have these metallic markers, which I'm hoping are going to work just fine on these screws. And literally all you do is just color over the hardware there. Other people put all kinds of fancy designs on the grip tape with like paint pens and so forth. So I'm going to try this purple one first. This is a metallic marker. We'll just see how it does. Oh yeah, that shows up nice. I'm going to zoom in. See that? So when you're looking down at your board, you can distinguish it very quickly. So I'm just going to color all four like that. Ta-da! Well, she has a blank deck. Usually with a graphic, that gives you an indication which way the board is supposed to be pointed. Since it was blank, we just had to make our own indicators. Alright, next up we'll see Izzy, her reaction to it, and we'll see if she can ride it some. What do you think?
It's awesome.
Alright, push around on it.
Try the front. It's so much faster. It is so much faster.